and thank you for stopping by my Carolina homestead today. If you're new, my name is Michelle, and today I'm going to be making a homemade honey and rhodiola cleanser. This is a facial cleanser that's very gentle and good for all skin types. I'm going to start off with a Castile soap. Today I'm going to be using a peppermint scented one. I'm also going to use jojoba oil, and that brown powder right there is called rhodiola powder. I'm also going to use raw honey, a couple tablespoons that came right out of my backyard. And for essential oils, I'm going to use tea tree and rose absolute. And the rose absolute is simply just for fragrance. You will need a small container to store your cleanser in. Make sure that it has a lid that closes. I like those flip top lids so that I can just shake them up and squirt it right out in my hand as needed. So if you're not familiar with Castile soap, it's a vegetable oil based soap. It's very gentle, it's hypoallergenic, and it's mostly made out of coconut oil. Some are made out of olive oil, and that's going to be the cleansing agent that we use for our soap today. If you don't have access to raw honey, that's fine. You can use any type of honey that you can purchase from the grocery store. But I do have access to raw honey, so that's what I'm going to use today in this cleanser. Honey is an excellent cleanser for the skin. It's microbial, anti-inflammatory. It stops wrinkles from forming because it removes dead skin cells from your face. And it's also a humectant, which means it's very moisturizing. So for this recipe, I'm going to start off with 3 tablespoons of honey. This recipe will remove makeup if you are a makeup wearer. Just note that you may have to do a double cleanse to remove your makeup. Now I'm going to add the Castile soap to this dish. I am using a peppermint fragrance because I will be mixing some tea tree essential oil in here. If you're sensitive to fragrance, feel free to use an unscented Castile oil for your cleanser. You can adjust the fragrance by adding in the essential oils that you choose. And for this recipe, I'm using 3 tablespoons of Castile soap. If you are not familiar with jojoba oil, jojoba is great for all complexions. It is a great hydrator. It balances oil production and sebum production. It's antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. So this can be used for all skin types, like I said, and I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of jojoba oil to this cleanser. It's also non-comedogenic, which means it will not clog your pores, so that makes it an excellent oil for a cleanser. Now I'm going to add rhodiola powder because I have it. I use it as a supplement, but I'm also going to add it into my skincare because it has a lot of wonderful benefits. Rhodiola, it combats premature aging, it increases circulation and cell turnover, and because of that, it reduces fine lines. It also renews collagen production, so it's beneficial all the way around if you have mature or aging skin. Now I'm going to add 4 drops of tea tree essential oil. Remember, when using essential oils that are going to go onto the skin, you want to be using a high quality therapeutic, clinical, or grade A essential oil. You don't want to use oils that you would get at the grocery store or TJ Maxx or Marshall's, places like that are meant to be diffused. I've just added 3 drops of rose absolute essential oil, and that is simply used for fragrance. If you're not a fan of rose fragrance, feel free to add the fragrance of your choice. Ylang ylang would also be a good option here. As you can see, I'm going to add quite a few more drops of rose absolute just to cover that earthy smell from the rhodiola powder. I almost always go back and add additional essential oils to the recipes that I make just to customize them for myself. Feel free to do that also. Unless you're using hot oils, a hot oil would be something like cinnamon, something that physically gets warm on the skin. You don't want to exceed dilution guidelines for hot oils because they can be very harmful to the skin if used in excess. Now that my cleanser has been mixed together thoroughly, I'm going to pour it into the bottle. I'm going to store it in. this cleanser will be good to go for about 3 to 4 weeks. So this definitely shouldn't last that long if you're using it twice a day. You just want to shake it really well before you use it because it will separate as it sits. I hope you enjoy using this cleanser. You can take comfort knowing you're using all natural ingredients with no chemicals, no added preservatives, or anything that is going to be harmful to your skin. If you give this recipe a try, please let me know how it turned out. The rhodiola is optional, so if you don't have it, you don't have to use that. But if you do make this recipe, let me know how it turned out for you, how it works for your skin. And also let me know if you made any modifications to it, fragrance-wise or ingredient-wise. I just would be interested in seeing how you adapted it to fit your needs. As always, I want to thank you for stopping by my Carolina homestead today and joining me in making this facial cleanser. If you enjoy content like this, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification bell for more videos like this coming soon. See you next time, and take care.